Dominating!
Welcome to the second game in the Madden NFL tournament. I'm Mr. 1995, your announcer for today. And due to technical difficulties, we've had to change things up and abandon the 2015 roster, and as such, we have gone to the All-Star rosters. So you will no longer be seeing your favorite current players in the NFL in this tournament. That being said, let's get this game underway. The Packers have won the toss and have elected to receive the ball to start this game against the Vikings. Another quick change to note is that all future games will be played at the Pro Bowl Stadium in Hawaii as the run back gets to about the 29-yard line. So starting things off in style today. Number 2 for the Packers, running it back. He's a wide receiver. And here we go. 1st and 10 to start the game. Run. No, it's a play action and only just barely managed to throw it in time for it to be ruled incomplete. 2nd and 10. This is going to be a pass that's going to be caught for good yards down to the 49-yard line. Number 86 was the one who managed to haul that one in. Another run play. This time by the halfback, number 30, results in good yards. Second and 6 after that 4-yard run. Under pressure, sacked! That's the defensive tackle, number 95, for the Vikings, who just picked up their first sack of the day. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 11. 3rd and 10, they're ruling it. All day to throw, caught, and that's going to be a 1st down and more. Down to the 31-yard line. Ball between the 31 and 32. We'll call it the 32-yard line. Toss to number 30, who gets nowhere. Plowed on the line of scrimmage. Another run play to number 30 this time. He gets free! 1st down and breaks another tackle to get a few more yards. Good run. He's already picked up 20 yards today on 3 plays. And that's just a halfback. That's not even counting those 2 pass plays, which were brilliantly executed. 1st and 10 from the 15. In motion. Going to be another run play. This is going to be for a loss of about 2. If you remember, the Bears and the Lions were the last team to play with the 2015 roster, and in that one the Bears managed to come out on top. Pass play. This one's going to go for a touchdown for the Packers. Green Bay is on top in this one, folks. It ate up all but 12 seconds of the first quarter, but the opening drive of the game results in a touchdown for Green Bay. The extra point kick is good, and they'll go on top. .52 pass yards on that drive. And the Vikings will get their first chance to answer here. Taking it from about the 8. Cuts back again, breaks a couple of tackles and gets good yards to about the 27. And that's going to be good for about 3 yards, that run, as the Vikings use their first play of the game, and that's going to end the first quarter for us. 7-0, the Packers lead. The Vikings really have their work cut out for them. The Packers are favored in this game. Oh! Barely missed that one. Another pass play, incomplete, and it's going to be a 3-and-out. The Vikings offense just couldn't get going against this stern Packers defense. So here they come to punt it. All in all, they only managed to take off about 19 seconds off of the clock. So if you look at the time of possession, that would mean Green Bay's had the ball for 4 minutes and 48 seconds, and the Vikings have had the ball for only 19 seconds. And Green Bay's got the ball again. This is going to be a run. Oh, he stumbled, trying to cut back. Well, actually, he was trying to juke. No, still good for a couple of yards. It's 2nd and 8 now. Loading up on the left side is Green Bay with all these receivers. Going to be a throw to the right, though. And it's going to be good for a catch, but not a first down. Going to be a couple of yards shy here. 3rd and 2. I sense a run play. It's a fake! Couldn't get the ball off, and it's going to be a 3-and-out. I really don't understand what the quarterback was doing there. From what I could tell, at least one receiver was open. And then he ran right in front of him. I don't know if the quarterback thought he just couldn't make that throw or what, but either way, the Packers are punting. Good coverage. They're going to be forced to call a fair catch. 3 first downs for the Packers as the Vikings have none. That could change on this possession, though, as the Vikings take over again. Minnesota struggling a little bit here in the first half. Good pass play for about 8 or 9. Vikings have managed to accumulate only 11 yards in 4 plays. Second and 1. Another pass play. This is also going to be complete. Did they rule it in bounds? Yes, they did. The ball moves up. And so the Vikings get their first down of the game on their own 47-yard line now as they begin to move the ball. Deep downfield. Not caught by either player there. I thought the defender might have been able to intercept it, but he bats it down. 2-minute warning. Second and 10 after that incomplete pass. A lot of shifting on the defense, and they get past midfield. No, they did not get past midfield. They are just short of it by about a couple of inches. Here they go again. That's going to be caught. That's going to be a first down, and they're going to keep up with the no huddle. Short passes, but Green Bay is expecting it. As you see, they spread their defense out. Here goes the quarterback taking off with it. He's going to dive forward for about another couple of yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1. The Vikings driving now. That's going to be intercepted! And he is going to be caught by the he's going to be caught up to by the receiver. But the astounding drive that the Vikings were putting together is ended on a pick. Ooh, that was almost picked off. The Vikings almost retaliated for that one. Not really understanding Green Bay's tactic of not trying to kill the clock here. Of course, they could be trying to at least get within field goal range and put a few more points on the board to have a bigger lead going into halftime, which is what I would try to do here. We've got a minute 18, why not? That's going to be caught. That's going to be run to about the 29. So they've got quite a bit of... quite a bit of yards on that play, and they are well within field goal range now. Well, not well within. They're just within field goal range. And Green Bay's going to take a timeout here with a minute left in the half. In no hurry here. Pulling several guys with him, and he gets to about the 5. Or excuse me, he gets about 5. Second and 6. They have one timeout left, by the way, considering they just used one. 56 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be a pass, and he's not going to make it to the sideline, and I think they may use their last time out here. And we could see a blowout here today, folks. The Packers seem to be picking this Bears team apart, or excuse me, this Vikings team apart. Another pass play results in almost enough yards for a first down. Sacked! How far down are they going to let the clock run? Crowd not liking that. That's the third time, I believe, in this game that Packers have been sacked. At least the second time. They're going to use a timeout here. They may call out the field goal unit. No, they're going to go for it here. No, that is the field goal unit. I'm sorry. Was not paying attention. And it is good. So Green Bay goes up by another 3. But they still have to kick the ball here to run off this last 6 seconds. And then they have to run the ball or kick the ball again at the start of the second half. This one's going to be a short kick, and it's going to go out of bounds, and there's a penalty. You just can't do that on an opening kickoff. That's going to give the Vikings the ball on the 40-yard line, but they've only got 6 seconds to work with. They're still going to try to do something with it. That's going to be a catch, but they're not going to have enough. Oh, they take a timeout with 2 seconds left. I don't think they're close enough to attempt a field goal. They're going for it, though. They're going to attempt a field goal to try to cut the Packers' lead just a little bit going into the half. Here it goes. It is up, and it is through. The kick is good, and we go into the half with the Packers' 10-point lead being reduced again to a 7-point lead, as the Vikings keep from being completely shut out as they put 3 points on the board to end the second half. Green Bay kicking the ball now to start the third quarter. Good return. Gets out to about the 33. If I were to be a guessing man. No, it got to the 31. I gave him a little too much credit. Quarterback's going to try to run with it. Not going to get very far. So the Vikings have managed to pile up 68 yards, although the Packers have 112, almost twice as many. That's going to be broken up by 2 defenders at least. So we're going to double coverage as a risky move. May have just saw a glitch in the game there. You could see through that player's leg. And it's going to be picked off. And they just can't bring him down. And the Vikings' woes continue. That's the second time they have picked off Minnesota's quarterback today. And so Green Bay with a chance to lengthen their lead here. And that's almost picked off. Of course, if you remember, the same thing happened last time Green Bay picked off the Vikings. Here they go again. And that's going to be lofted up, and he is out of bounds, so that is a no catch. That's going to be a catch for a first down. And they're going to move the ball to about the 11. That run's going to go backwards. If I read that graphic correctly, Green Bay has run the ball exactly twice as many times as Minnesota. And another sack! And that Green Bay offensive line is just letting the Vikings get to their quarterback far too easily. 3rd and 18. Wow, 2 losses in a row. This is going to be a throw. Tight coverage! I don't know what he was throwing for. 4th down, and they're going to go for a field goal here. "37-yard attempt here. He already made a 29-yard attempt. This one's going to be from 37 yards out. It is up and through. Kick is good. And so it's 13-10. Or 13-3. Did I say 13-10? I meant 13-3. It's a 10-point deficit that the Vikings have to overcome. And the Vikings are by no means out of this game yet. And there's a holding penalty on this kick. That's going to hurt the Vikings. What had been a good run out to the 29 is going to come back to the 19. Scrambling and picked off again by the same player as last time. And wow! The Vikings just cannot get a break. That is absolutely amazing. And the Packers are going to take it down to about the 5. This could result in a Green Bay touchdown, which would probably put Minnesota out of this game. Run that goes backwards by about a half a yard. Good run down to about the 1. I mean, they are right on the goal line. But it's 3rd down, so if they don't score here, it's going to make it a field goal attempt, and that's going to keep it alive for the Vikings. But they do get in. One-yard touchdown run is going to result in this extra point that's going to put the Packers up 20-3 over the Vikings. Minnesota is going to have 5 minutes and 22 seconds to try to come back. And this is going to start their first attempt to score. Good run to about the 33. Ball is indeed on the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 33. Here they go. And that's going to be good for about 8 yards. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. And we go into the 4th quarter with a possible comeback scenario here, as Minnesota looks to try to come back, win it, and advance in this tournament. It does not look promising, though. Here's a pass downfield. It's going to be caught, and he's out of bounds. He's ruled out, and the quarterback has injured his chest on the play. So they're going to have to bring in their backup, and this is not good at all for Minnesota. That's going to be thrown, almost picked off, and it's 4th down. And the Vikings' woes continue. And they're going to go for it. Number 9 will return, they say. Just had the wind knocked out of him. And that's going to be a turnover on downs after a rather poor throw by the backup quarterback. And that run is not going to result in a whole lot. And another run play. It's clear that Green Bay is trying to kill as much time off the clock as they can. They don't get a lot of yards on this run. Third down efficiency for the Vikings has been absolutely horrendous. And another run play results in another 4th down, and they're probably going to punt it here. I don't see any conceivable way they could possibly kick a field goal from this far away, and they are indeed going to punt. But of course they're going to try to run as much time off the clock as they can before they do it. And then they're going to kick it into the end zone. They downed it outside of the end zone, but it bounced into it, or it actually landed in the end zone before it bounced back out. So the Vikings get the ball back with 2:53 left, and that was almost a sack. They've still got number 3 in there. Apparently number 9 just couldn't catch his breath over on the sidelines. This is going to be a throw downfield and picked off for the 4th time today. And this one is going to be almost run all the way back. Run all the way down to the 10-yard line. And I think at this point it's just a matter of running time off the clock. Slammed to the ground after only about 5 yards. 4, I'd say, would be a more accurate number. 2nd and goal, and Green Bay is simultaneously trying to run the clock down and maybe extend their lead even further. And touchdown, Green Bay! And with a successful extra point kick, that's going to take their score up to 27-3. And officially put this game completely out of reach for the poor Vikings. And there it is, and at this point I would think that the only thing the Vikings could really do now is try to score at least once and make it not look so bad. They're going to have 2 minutes, 2 seconds, with the 2-minute warning probably going to be used here on this kick. So they will have 3 timeouts to try to get down the field and score in 2 minutes. So here we go, ball on the 30. Minute 58, 3 timeouts, 70 yards they have to go. That's going to be a catch for good yards. They're going to go no huddle here. Number 9 is back in the game, having a rather bad game, intercepted 3 times, and his counterpart, his backup, has been intercepted at least once, and that's going to be dropped. But it does stop the clock. In the gun, shifting around is the Packers defense. That's going to be caught, but he's still in bounds. They're going to take a timeout here. Felt it was easier to take a timeout than to try to go no huddle. 3rd and 5. They're going to throw it here. He's going to catch it, but he's not going to get past the first down marker. I thought he was, unless they ruled it out of bounds. No, it is right on the marker almost. They just need a couple of inches. They're not gonna get it! I don't know what happened there. The runner looked like he had an open shot to get past the marker, but he tried to pull a spin move, and for some reason, and that slowed him down to where they could catch him and tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. Then the last possession the Vikings are going to get in this game, at least that's the last possession I think they're going to get, and it ends on that note, and another odd spin move. And I tell you, I think that's going to be one play they'll be talking about for a while. That was a botched run. Had the runner kept going in the direction he was going, he would have probably made it. He was clear enough at least to get past the first down. Green Bay just running time off the clock now. And they'll probably just kneel it here to send this game into the books. And number 49, the linebacker, got the player of the game with his 2 interceptions. The Vikings are going to use a timeout here. I don't really know what good it's going to do them, because even if they get the ball back and score, they're probably not going to have enough time to do it again, or do it enough times to win. But indeed, the Vikings will get another shot. And dropped. He couldn't hold on to it. 22 seconds left. Downfield, that's gonna be caught, and they're gonna use their last timeout with 16 seconds left on the clock. Ball on the Green Bay's 45. Here they go. This is gonna be thrown. That's gonna be batted down. 11 seconds left. Second and 10, here they come. That's going to be thrown. Triple coverage. It's going to be dropped. 4 seconds left. I'm sure Packers fans are just, at this point, going, come on, let's just get this over with already. In the gun. Hail Mary coming up here. Trying to make it a little less bad for themselves, and that's going to be tipped, batted down, and it's over. 27-3, Green Bay moves on. And the Vikings just couldn't pull it off. I'm Mr. Sir 1995. Thank you for watching this game. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Peace out.